we'll go up to the second floor if you want. Just, that's where we're doing the burning.
This burn room uses natural gas.
Actually, we have propane.
Propane.
Yep, we have 2 large propane tanks that we use to fuel the fire. So we'll walk through here.
It's already warm.
Yep, you can tell we already fired it up to make sure everything worked before the arrival of the crew. But if you look at the prop, basically it's designed to, make sure you don't touch it, it's designed to simulate a bunk bed. And this is basically kind of simulate a second floor bedroom with the bunk bed. And under here is a trough of water. The gas flows through the water and then it lights once it flows through the water. So that'll light off down there. Also part of it, to simulate what happens when the entire room ignites on fire, we have a part of the prop is to roll it over the top, and you'll see flames come over the top and the crew can come in and make an attack on the fire.
So
The nice thing about this room again is the cleanup is a lot less than we have on the sides. We have different sensors, so if we get an excess amount of propane or gas buildup, that'll shut down the system, and we can monitor that from inside the room, and I'll show you what that's as well. The other thing we have right here on the side of the wall are sensors for the heat, so we can make sure that the room doesn't exceed a certain temperature and put the guys in an environment that they would not be able to survive.
So can they actually put these flames out with their
Yes.
water?
Yep. And they can spray it and they can knock it down. If the trainer, who's on the outside right here, the trainer has the control right here in his hand, and if he lets go of the button, it'll shut down the system, and he can change it from 3 different settings. He can go from low, which is just a small amount of flames. He can go to high, which is a little more moderate flames, and he can also roll it over, which we talked about the top, and set it over the top. So they can knock it down, and what he can do is then he can reignite it on them. If touch the other portions, they'll be doing a search in here, even though there's just fire up here, and we're not specifically putting a victim in place on the second floor. We still have to do the required search on the second floor after the fire. If we come through here, we can change these walls around if we want to change up the configuration of the room on them to make it a little more of a challenge.
So that they don't get used to seeing it. So they don't get used to seeing it the same way every
Correct.
time.
Yep. If you have it, obviously this structure is the same, but we can change the interior configuration and make it a little more of a challenge, so it is unique every time they come in. One of the other things that we have right here is just theatrical smokers. So when they come in, after we do the walkthrough, do the PowerPoint, we'll smoke up the building. So when they come in, it'll be a little more of a challenge to do that search. It won't just be a clear structure where they're walking through. It'll actually be smoke, and all the windows will be shut down.
Right, so it'll be pretty dark.
Yes.
Wow.
So the other part, we have some other smokers down here on the first floor, and then there'll be a victim put in place. So that's the victim. What we'll do is when they do, after they do the walkthrough, we'll leave it there while they do the walkthrough, and then once they do the walkthrough, we'll place it where we want to. So that way when they do the walkthrough, they don't just see it here and know that, all right, I come in the door, I take a left, and there's a victim. So we'll wait and then place the victim probably in one of the rooms, in a corner or something like that, a little more of a challenge for them to get out. And when they come in and do that search with that coordinating with that second floor attack, they will coordinate getting the victim and then getting the victim out, and coordinate that with the incident commander to get treatment. And once they get them out, pretty much, since there's no required treatment, that's kind of the